you for returning to our 50 and Unfiltered Lyttle Bytes. We introduced a new video a couple of days ago, and again, it's an extension to my show, 50 and Unfiltered, which appears monthly on my YouTube channel, The Songstress 100. So, I'm not going to keep, running my mouth because we're going to talk about some good topics here. But I do want to say, if you like what you see, click and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And that way, you'll get the notifications of when my next shows are going to be. And also these Lyttle Bytes, which will be airing Mondays and Thursdays. So I'm very excited about that. And this topic was in 2, and now we're going to have it in episode 3 as well. So we're ready to go. All right, here's our topic. What are you going to do for the rest of your life? And I know it's a broad topic. Gosh, I know, guys. But there's so much to this particular topic because I believe as you age, and we keep talking about that because it's very important. As you age, you have these different decisions to make. And your mindset's different, right? You've reached a stage of, I'm thinking about retirement, or my kids are out of the house, I'm an empty nester. There's so many things that come through your mind as sometimes I think we lose focus on ourselves because we're so worried about all these other little things that are surrounding us. So I think that we need to just kind of take a step back and think about the things that we still want to do as we're getting older. Now, I know that I talk about being 50 and, the 50 is the new 30 and things like that. And I say that, because there's a lot of living to do. We live longer. Again, I said we take care of ourselves. So why not spend the time continually improving ourselves? And that means not only physically, mentally, right? Okay. So what can you do for the rest of your life? Well, sometimes you can think about some ideas, some hobbies, some talents that you weren't able to accomplish 20 or 30 years ago. Topic for me was, I always wanted to go to New York, and I was 14 at the time. I've never been, but something in my heart, I'm one of those kids that wanted to go to New York, right? Didn't have the money, didn't have the means, applied to colleges, and I only applied for like 2 and, didn't get in. And I didn't really pursue other schools up there. I was, again, in a weird space. But I had the opportunity 20 years later to go, and I lived in New York, and it was so great. And it was a nice experience, and I'm glad I did it. Got it out of my system, right? So it was something that I always wanted to do, and I was able to do that. So when you're in your, when you're a little older, you're able to, do some things that you didn't think that you were able to do 10, 20, 30 years ago. So do something like that. Find something, what was your passion back then? And if there was some type of passion, then do it. The other thing is, and I recommend this to everybody, I don't care what state you're in. I don't care if you're 30, 40. I think the younger, the better, actually. But if you hadn't had that chance because of family and work or whatever, fine. Travel. See the world. Do it, y'all. You have to. I didn't do any of that, growing up. My grandmother didn't have a whole lot of money, so we didn't do much or anything. But getting older, I was able to, do a little things when I was in college and stuff. But as I've gotten as an older adult, I was able to fly. I never got on a plane until I was 31, guys. 31. And that's pretty old for getting on a plane. But there are a lot of people that don't like flying and all of that. We can have a conversation on that, but I was 31. I got on a plane to California, of all places, from Maryland to California. It was a long trip, y'all, real long. But I got on there and I got to see California. I was on the other side of the United States. So I've been on cruises, I've seen some other parts of the country, and I haven't seen all of it. So what I'm saying is, take the time. I want to go to Europe, and that's our next big family trip that we're really planning. When my nephews get older, we want to go to Europe. So once this pandemic stuff is over with, we're going to plan a trip to Europe. That's so mind-boggling that we just stay in our own little bubble. And you shouldn't. You should see the world. And it's a great experience. And I hope that you take, heed to that. Traveling is great. Okay, so maybe if you don't want to travel, it's cool. Everybody doesn't like to fly. And, some people don't like boats, whatever the case may be. But you can do some fun things, in the United States. I know the biggest thing that people love to do is these bus trips to Atlantic City, to Ocean City, to Foxwood, which is in Connecticut, I believe. And also bus trips to New York City when the plays were around. So if you don't want to do those type of things, other things that I mentioned, definitely do a little mini trips. Do a drive up to a northern state like Massachusetts and Vermont. Those fun little trips and those bus trips really help stimulate social interactions and, just being able to have fun and being fancy foot and free for, whatever, how many days those trips last. So I think that's a fun way to do that. Another thing, if you don't really like to travel, taking that hobby, going back to what's your passion? What's your hobby? Do you like gardening? Do you like cooking? Do you like painting? I love the sip and paints. The sip and paints are just fabulous. So even though I'm not an artist, it's very relaxing. And again, it's still something to do. But taking up painting on your own, I think is a great hobby. I know actor Jim Carrey became an artist. And I believe former President George W. Bush also took in the new talent as well. So there's so many things that you can do to, fulfill some needs as you get out of the cycle of work and family and this and that. That's what we do, right? We do everything. We're always on the go. We're always doing stuff for other people. And it's just really just trying to say, do something for you. Do something for you. Enjoy you. Enjoy your spouse. The two of you make plans and travel. Get an RV and travel the United States. Get in a car and drive. Get into some clubs. Get in some social clubs. Those are really nice too. Those connections are great and they keep you busy. And they keep you doing whatever you like to talk about, so those are fun things to do as well. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. All I'm saying is, as we get older, don't get stuck and don't get in a rut of just really thinking about, I'm just got to get my retirement and find my retirement home. And that's all you're thinking about. There's so many things that you can do. And I'll also say this, some of the hobbies and passions that you can have can make you some money. Okay? So I'm just saying, just because you stop working or about to stop working or you're working now and just, you're not even near retirement, you can still earn some extra money by doing something that you love. Okay? So remember that. Remember that when you're planning all types of activities for everybody else. Remember when you're talking about retirement, it's not the end, guys. It's not the end. Keep pushing, okay? We're going to keep doing this until we have little canes. We're going to be like, look. We're going to keep doing this, okay, guys? But anyway, I just wanted to take time to say, listen, think about you, love your spouse. Think about what future that you want to see and to enjoy, okay? So again, if you like what you're hearing, please click and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'm going to see you real soon. Thanks for watching.